What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames, and with the release of Cybernetic Horizon, we finally got the Dark Link monster. And I would be honest, it's very hard to put it in this deck, which is very strange considering you look at the main deck and it's just nothing but dark monsters. But then all of your combos start off with Flame King Genghis. If you're building this pure without like the intense pendulum monsters and stuff like that, all of your if not most of your combos start with Flame King Genghis, and he's a fire. So it's not like the Archfiend monster, where technically he works better in this deck just because he just requires 2 Fiend monsters instead of two Dark monsters. But I've played around with this. I've tried to put her in here, and so far she is. And I'll show you guys what I've currently got. But I'm still working on it. If Konami could just please give us High Flame King Genghis already, this deck would just be a lot more easier to build in terms of structuring its combos. I might have to go back a step even further, like I've done with the Cyburst deck and stuff like that, where I've literally tried to make it as simplified as possible. Might have to go and do that again, but so far this is what I've got with, so we'll go right to it. So I tried to make this as pure as I can. And by pure I mean literally everything in the main deck is just DD monsters. So we got 3 Ragnaroks, you've got to have 3 Ragnaroks, and 3 Thomas for your level 8s. Now for you American duelists out there on this channel, you can take one of these cards out and put in Destiny King. For you American players, this is what I would probably do. I'd literally swap one of the Thomases for a Zero King Laplace, just because Laplace has pretty much the similar effect to Thomas, but it's another name, so you can use the effect again and stuff like that. So it works around that whole once per turn on Thomas for that effect by just playing Destiny King. So for your American players, that's what I would do. Next we have the obvious 3 Keplers. Gotta have 3 Kepler. And I'm playing for the Last of the Pendulums 2 Copernicus and 1 Orpheus, just to give you some milling options and some special summon options with Orpheus. Also being a level 4 tuner, you can use it for the level 8 synchro plays and stuff like that. And it's another dark monster for your witch. For the slimes, 2 Thomas. I've upped Necro Slime to 2 at the moment, just to see how it plays out. I'm trying to get back some of the old combos that are on this channel, but where you need Necro Slime, some of them. So I've bumped up Necro Slime to 2, just to see if I can get some of those old combos back and stuff like that. Then we've got 3 Lamia and 1 Ghost. Again, I'm testing him out as well. Just because it gives more targets for Lure of Darkness that can actually benefit you by shuffling some of your banished cards back. Being a level 2 tuner, it works well with Genghis to make your synchro plays, as well as being another dark monster for your link plays. So that's the monster count. I think it's like 20 monsters or so. For the spells, for contracts, you got your 3 gates and 1 Swamp King. As always, got to play those. 3 Allure of Darkness for draw power. There's a lot of draw power in this deck, guys. 2 Desires and 1 Upstarts. Tons of draw power. You just literally need to get to your combo pieces. If you don't get to your combo pieces, you're in a bit of a pickle. So that's why I've gone for tons of draw power consistency. 1 for 1 Foolish Burial as well. Because we don't like hand traps, 3 Called by the Graves, like literally Ash and that literally stop this deck. If not stop, then it stuns them and slows them down too much. So we got to play things like Call the Haunted. I'm even thinking of taking out some cards and putting in the Psyframe engine, just because a lot of your starter plays is your gate and your draw spells. So the Gamma engine can be pretty good in this deck. And 1 Monster Reborn. And I've got 3 traps in here of one which is back, and so is Warning, and the Eradicator as well, just because they're very strong, powerful traps that this deck can use and utilize. That's why they're in here. So that's the main deck. The extra deck is 2 Genghis, 1 Diarch, and 1 Beowulf. It's standard. You've got to play these cards. It just helps with your players, especially the Genghis. Unfortunately, again, we need the High Flame King Genghis. Konami, please give that to us, so we can play this deck for, even better. And then Diarch is always nice for the options, and Beowulf's in here for the rank 8 players and piercing. Synchros, I got Scarlight, Crystal Ring, Siegfried, Gust King, and Meteor Burst. I got these cards. These are my synchros of option. They all help you in certain situations and get you back into the game, especially things like Scarlight. If you don't like Scarlight, take it out and put it in Omega. That's another option for you. For XCs, I'm playing YUGIOH, Titanic, and Wave King. I just like the Wave King. There's times where you can summon this guy and it can just really help you in those situations, being a double Solemn Warning. But you can take this card out as well and put in like another Link monster or something like that. Maybe the Archfiend Link to go with your Wee Witch. And for links, Sayudra, Wee Witch, and Link Kuriboh. I actually don't think I've profiled this deck since Link Kuriboh came into Europe. So here we go, guys. Link Kuriboh is finally in this deck. So actually happy to have Link Kuriboh in here. It helps you so much. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be working on this a lot, just to try and get it into a state where I'm happy with the combos that it's doing, with the boards that it's producing. As I said, I may have to take it back a step and try and make it as simplified as possible. Maybe just do what I'm doing with the Cyberus deck. Get a good strong board going first, back it up with some traps, and see where you can go from there. Because no offense, guys, I know what some of you are going to comment down with the pendulum build and stuff like that. I've looked at all of those DD, so-called DD pendulum builds, and to me, guys, it's not DD. It's not DD at all. It's literally pendulum mismatch with like 6 DD cards in there, and to me that's not DD at all. It's not a DD deck, and I'm not going to give that to you guys and say, oh, look at this DD deck, because it's not. I will be honest, that's just how I view that deck, and to me it's not DD. It's a pendulum deck, yes. Does it use DD cards? Yes. Is it a DD deck? No, it's not a DD deck. It doesn't use full-on DD cards. It just literally just uses them as an engine, and to me that's not DD. It's just literally pendulum.deck. But that's a little ramble to give you my thoughts on that deck. I'm not gonna bring that to you guys as a DD deck. If you want to see that deck or my interpreter on that deck, I will bring it to you. It will be a pendulum deck. It will not be a DD deck. DD deck would be something like this, where I'm using all the DD cards and trying to make back the deck that we've long lost since Master Rule 3, since Master Rule 4 and stuff like that, and try and bring that to you guys. So, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Post down your comments below what you think of this build, how your build's doing. Are you using the pendulum build? Are you not using the pendulum build? Do you agree with my thoughts and stuff like that? And what engines are you, what cards are you using? How are you building your builds? Because I like to see how you guys are doing it and try out for myself and see if it works. I'm scouring the internet and also using my own ideas and experiences with the deck, just to try and bring it back to at least to somewhat where it was before. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, and of course don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round, so don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always, guys, happy dueling.